Okay, hi. So this is October, November 2020. I just write here, October, November 2020, paper 41. Okay, paper 41. Paper 41. Let's look at the first question. Show the gas exchange in carbon dioxide and oxygen and so on. This is alveoli, and alveolus is the plural, alveoli is the singular. So yeah, describe what happened when the gas exchange. So describe what happened when the gas exchange. Describe what happened at a gas exchange. So what happened is oxygen diffused into the body and carbon dioxide is being released from the body. So you got 2 points. Why oxygen move in? One is carbon dioxide move out through the process of diffusion. Okay, so you get 1 point for diffusion. Carbon dioxide, oxygen move in and move out. You get another point. Name the gas exchange surface area. Okay, so the name of the sphere is alveoli. Alveolus is the plural. Of course, the reason that this answer, like why it happened. Let's say the question asks why the oxygen diffused inside and carbon dioxide is being released.
So it diffuses from a higher concentration to lower concentration.
Yeah, so in case if another question asks you regarding the concentration, if they ask you why, then you need to say concentration, because due to the oxygen is higher concentration than the blood, so the oxygen will diffuse into the blood, and from the blood the concentration of CO2 is higher than the air, so CO2 is being released into the air. Okay,
You haven't finished.
list 2 feature of gas exchange surface. So this is last surface area. Yeah, so list two form that help this exchange. So of course it's a last surface area because we have a lot of alveolus, and also it is thin. How thin is it? It is thin, unlike only one cell thick. Means from the alveolus and the outside there's only one cell only, so it's very thin because it's only one cell. And of course you can write a lot of place, for example like good blood supply, a lot of blood capillary, well ventilated, and so on. So there are a few more answers here up to you. Okay, so this is a fetus, amniotic fluid, umbilical cord, placenta. State the function of umbilical cord. Provide nutrient for the baby, correct. But the answer scheme is provide taking or giving substance. Okay, that's why they put substance. The reason they put substance is because not only the mother provide nutrient, but eventually the mother also provides substance, for example like oxygen, and then the mother also is taking the urea from the baby, correct? Not with the baby will excrete the urea, the urine, the urea, so it also need to transfer to the mothers. So that's why the marking scheme they put substance, which is more accurate. Of course nutrient is correct, but at the same time substance like oxygen, urea also is being transferred to the baby or taken from the baby. State the function of amniotic fluid. Okay, protection for the fetus. Yes, the marking scheme got add one more word is mechanical shock. Mechanical shock. Provide the baby from mechanical shock or physical shock lah. I think physical shock also can. I mean it's the same thing lah. Physical shock, so that there's a protection. Okay, so here question number 3 states small molecule that used to diffuse, useful for fetus to diffuse across the placenta from the mother to the fetus. When we are talking about small molecule, it is obviously is amino acid and glucose, because glucose is a small molecule. The big molecule will be the big molecule will be either the bigger molecule for glucose will be starch. or glycogen, correct or not? I mean starch is stored by the tree. The tree store the glucose in a complex molecule is starch, and when our body store the glucose, if I'm not mistaken, is the glycogen in our body. Amino acid, the more complex molecule will be protein. So of course we don't want our body will digest protein to amino acid. So we can see that these two is the smaller molecule. The bigger molecule will be glycogen, protein, and starch. Okay, so the answer is these two. So it's only 2 marks, so the student get 1 mark at here. Number 2 is a simplified diagram of a fractional distillation of a petroleum. The formula of 3 compounds contained in 3 different fractions are shown. So we can see down here we can see that the molecule will be bigger. Okay, molecule is bigger, correct or not? Because we can see here is 17, here is 4, so the molecule is smaller. So of course at here also usually is the tar, right? The tar, the thing that is more solid. So eventually down here also it means it has a boiling point increase. Correct? Higher boiling point, and down here is the lesser boiling point because it is a gas. Correct? Not usually exit as a gas. Okay, so we know that this thing. Let's read the question. Describe the trend in the boiling describe the trend in the boiling point of the compound C4H10, C7H12, and C17H36. Use idea about the sizes of molecule and the forces between the molecule to explain the answer. So the trend is, we need to understand the question. The student say molecule collide with each other and vibrate. The question didn't ask how. It didn't ask how does the thing become hot. If the thing asks why it becomes hot, then we can say that because the molecule vibrate with each other. But the question asks, use your idea about size and molecule, explain your answer in terms of trend. So what is the trend? Boiling point increase. As it go down, the boiling point increase, because it says describe the trend of C4, C7, and C17. So the trend is the boiling point increase, not decrease, but increase, because we are describing this trend. So the boiling point increase. Why? Actually, this thing I maybe the examiner will give correct but I just give wrong easier for me to mark. The reason.
What do you mean trend?
What?
What do you mean trend?
The trend trend means the pattern. Explain the pattern. C4, C7, C17 describe the trend in the boiling point of compound, blah blah blah. So the trend, the pattern. So the pattern is that we can see is the boiling point increase. So you get this on 1 mark if you write this. Explain why the boiling point increase. First, because number 1, the molecule is bigger. Once the molecule is bigger, it has actually a higher intermolecular forces. Okay, or I will say more. I will say stronger stronger forces between the molecule. Okay, just write stronger forces between the molecule, easier because as I said, if the molecule is bigger, it has more gravity, if I can say like that If the thing is smaller, the thing has lesser gravity. That's why we go to the moon, it has lesser gravity because the mass is lesser. When we go to the earth, we say it's okay because the gravity is when we go to Saturn, the gravity is more, and when we go to sun, I think the gravity is more. How many times I forgot? 10 times. I don't know. I think it's 40 times. We'll be dead straight away when we're standing on the sun. Even without the fire, the gravity will crush the human to to nothing, to the floor actually. So yeah, you won't be burned by the fire, also you'll be killed by the sun gravity. So of course the molecule is bigger, so the forces between molecule is also bigger. So in order to break it apart, you need more fire, more collision, more forces to break the molecule. Unlike here, the molecule is smaller, so it's easier to break. So that's why the explanation, the first, but of course this one actually is true. The student write correctly actually. The size of the molecule decrease, so it is weakened. Yes, if it is smaller, then the forces is weaker lah. So it is true, it's correct. So that's why I don't know, maybe the student will also get marked for this question. But according to the marking scheme, I mean it's easier, it's very difficult because the first answer we will say something like the trend is the boiling point increase. Then explain, because the molecule size is small, so the forces is weakened. So this whole part is correct, but it is very difficult to link up there. So I don't want to give correct or wrong. But let's see what's the correct answer. So the correct answer will be the molecule become larger. Actually same lah as what the student say. Molecule become larger, and because of the molecule become larger, the forces between the molecule is stronger. Okay, it has stronger intermolecule force, for example, and we can say like that. Okay, draw a dot and cross diagram. So for this question, the student will get full mark. So actually what you will get for this one is okay, sorry, I skipped this question. C4H10 and C7H7 are member of homologous series. So what it did mean by homologous series? Compound have the same general formula, yes, but different properties. Okay, but I just add lah has same general formula and similar chemical properties. Okay, I think this is a straightforward question. Draw a dot and cross diagram for CO2. So what is this? Why the student draw so small? Does it determine the personality of the student? Okay, so for this question, usually it is better to make it big so that it's easier for the examiner to see. The bigger one is easier to you see the space is so big. It's supposed for you to draw big, so that it's easy for the student to draw and it's easy for the examiner to see also. And the thing is, this one will be correct lah, but most of the book I see is usually for the negative electron, they usually draw a dot 0 here. 0 0 0, I don't know lah but if you find, you usually see book do like that. And the middle one will be like this. Okay, it's something like this. So this is correct lah just, oh my god, it's getting messy, but what the student did is correct lah okay. Yeah, okay, I don't want to draw again lah, but it is correct. Okay, what the student did is correct. It's just like I prefer that outside we draw it a circle. This one is wrong student cannot do like this you straight away do like this, you straight away get everything wrong. So don't do like this. Okay, the round one must properly round, but I draw fast lah, so it's like that. But you don't do like that lah. Okay, number 3, carbon dioxide is one of the product of the complete combustion. Carbon dioxide, so I just highlight it. Carbon dioxide complete combustion of C7H12 complete the balance equation to complete the heptene. So this one add oxygen, I will get carbon dioxide and water. So let's balance it. Of course the student balance it, but in case you don't know, always know that this one you should do last. Remember, the smallest one is the last, because this number you can always change. Make sure you do this C7. Okay, so you balance the CE, H12, then you balance the H12. Then oxygen got how many? Okay, let's count. Here got 14 plus 8. I get 14 plus 8, I get 22. Correct or not? 22, of course, this one I need to divide it by 2. I get 1102. Okay, so yeah. So just remember this. The single one always do last. Okay, that's how it's easier to do. C, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse effect. State what effect of the carbon dioxide increase? It causes global warming. 1 point. Global warming causes what? Okay, sea level rise, flooding, okay. Okay, number 3, the escalator of the woman through the vertical distance 9 meter from the lower level to higher level. Okay, she walked on the lower level at a constant speed of 5 seconds, travel escalator for 20 seconds. She stepped off the escalator and walked on the higher ground. So this is the speed time graph of the woman. So at first the woman walked very fast, 1.5. After the woman stand on the escalator, but there's still speed because the escalator is still moving, and then the woman walk again, slower than the first time she walked. Okay, use figure 3.2 to calculate the distance the woman walked. Okay, distance equal to speed times time. Okay, so you get speed times time. So they're talking about lower level, so it will be 1.5 times 5. 1.5 times 5, you get 7.5. Remember to write the unit, which is meter. Of course, this is combined sign, so they always give you the answer. Of course, if you do maybe coordinator signs or what, they will leave the unit empty and ask you to write. Figure 3.2 state the time at which the woman stepped into the escalator. So it will be 25 seconds. So we can see that. So we can see it here, the woman stepped off. So it will be 25 seconds. The electric motor for the escalator is 48,000 watt, 48 kilowatt. Calculate the energy supply in the motor for 20 seconds if the woman travel on the escalator. Sorry, just now I skipped this question. Draw X on the graph to show the woman is moving with acceleration and not constant. That is not constant, so the X will be here. Yes, okay, because the speed is increasing but not a straight line. So when it going up, we know there's acceleration, but it's not a constant acceleration. Okay, because there's a curve. The speed slowly and become reduced. Maybe the woman see a handbag she want to buy, so she slow down. Yeah, so the answer X will be, you need to draw on the curve place. Okay, 25 to 35. 25 to 35. Cannot, it's a curve place. Yeah, and we see why this student do wrong for this question. Because the formula is correct. The woman weight is 600 Newton, moving at the vertical distance. Moving at the vertical distance. Vertical is like this, right? Horizon is like that. Horizon we say. It's like you see the sunset and the horizon is like that. Vertical is like that. Okay, going up. So going up, the formula that I want to use mgh. So the student did wrong. Where does the student did wrong? Because it's mgh, so it's supposed to be what? M supposed to be what?
60.
Yeah, because M unit is kg. So 600 Newton change to kg times gravity 10 times mgh is the height, which is 9 meter. So we'll get 5400. So the formula is correct, but the answer is wrong. So the student will get 1 mark for this question. The electric motor for the escalator has the 48 kilowatt. So what formula that we should use? Correct or not? Power equals to work divided by time. So the student write work equals to power times time. So it is correct lah. The formula is correct. So 48,000 times 20, you will get 960,000. So 3 mark. Okay, just be careful. The 8 looks like 6 or 0, something like that. Okay, just write bigger a bit. Okay. Suggest 2 reasons why the answer B is much greater than answer in B1. B2 is bigger than B1. So the energy supply is 980,000 joule, and for this one the energy supply is only 5,400. But these are the energy that require for the lady to move up. Why takes so much, which is around like 20 times more energy than the woman should take if the woman use a staircase, for example. So let's see why. He is using electricity, the weight is greater than B2. Yeah, he's using electric, so this answer doesn't make sense. The weight is greater than B2. It doesn't even make sense. Of course it's greater than B2. That is what the that is why the question is asking. Okay, why B2 is greater? Because it's greater. Okay, so why is it need greater energy? Okay, of course you need more power. As I say, we cannot use energy efficiently for 100%. It is impossible. Even car engine or whatever the light. So first thing is energy loss. Energy is lost, for example, to maybe I say thermal energy or friction energy. Anything lah, thermal energy loss. Energy is always lost because while you move up, maybe the wind will block, but though it's very little lah, but maybe the wind will block. And I think more makes sense is the thermal, because we use a lot of energy to move the engine and the engine become hot. So instead of the energy use its energy to make you move, it's actually using the energy to make the engine hot. So that is called the loss of energy not efficient. We can calculate this and see, and we always as a human we always strive our best to use energy full potential, because this can actually save money and earn money also. For businessmen, they always tend to want to invest in energy. Energy is something that can earn a lot of money, like the electric bill, water bill, and you can save or produce, you can earn a lot of money. So there's energy loss. And also what can we say? Also we can say the kinetic loss is done to move the escalator, or we can say the woman is moving forward horizon. Woman is moving horizontally. Okay, because we use this formula mgh, assuming that because we use this formula mgh, because we only calculate the woman go up like a lift, but we didn't calculate the woman need to go like this. So that's energy. And one more is the energy loss. One more, I think the most loss is the energy, the kinetic energy used for the escalator. Well, the escalator is so heavy, correct or not? It's so big and so heavy. In order to move you go up, he need to move all the stairs as well. So this actually takes a lot of energy for it. So there's an energy loss. So we always say it's energy loss. Why we say it's energy loss? Because we know in the what we call it one of the premise in energy is energy cannot be created, energy cannot be destroyed, energy can only be transferred from one sense. So when we are talking like, if you say energy cannot be created or destroy, it must be go to somewhere. So where it go? So we say that it either go in friction, or it could be go to the woman moving horizontal. It could go to be kinetic energy for the thing, because energy cannot be destroyed. We can never destroy energy. As I think like gravity energy, our planet has everything, it cannot be, so it can be stuck at there, the energy can stuck at there, but the energy cannot be destroyed. So yep, so that's it. Okay, so I see you again, and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.